Hey lads, it's me, ya boy, Vex, and for once I do not have an intro ready to make you able to take disability checks for your bursted eardrums. I know I have been away, and the reason is because exams, so I decided to run away from my responsibilities and go to the woods in Poland. Turns out, shit was a bad idea. Now, before we continue on with the game review, I would like to be a cringe-ass YouTuber for once and ask of you, well, beg of you mostly. Being on now. I'm going on my knees. Please, I'll suck your Anyhow, to please subscribe to this channel and like this video. It really does help me grow and well get me more people to see and get a chance to get monetized, so I can further upgrade my Twitch channel and also this channel and well get better content for you all. And honestly, it really does help a lot, but no pressure. I'm not a fucking cringe lord to make you actually like and subscribe. Anyhow, let's continue on, shall we? Now, in today's review, in honor of being October and spooky month, yes, I said the word spooky, dumbass. No, it's not offensive, unlike what the Terminally Online Twitter and others who have literally nothing to do in this world but just be angry and find stuff to be angry at say. Yes, we're today reviewing a game that is kind of dear to my heart, Darkwood. Now, Darkwood is an interesting and quite unique horror game. First off, it's a game based in fucking Poland. For some reason, I really do not know why. My media literacy is not on par with the mentioned Twitter users, so this is gonna be hard for me to deduce why it is like that. In here, you're basically stuck in a forest, redneck forest of Poland, with just strange, pulsing, growing mushrooms that are warping everything and changing everyone and everything in here. Hell, some people get absorbed into trees how bad it is. This is literally textbook Boruto fucking hell. And just let me tell you, these shrooms are giving some bad trips for everyone because everyone here is a pure utter case nutter. And this game really puts the grim in the dark and gives you literally no sense of hope you're gonna survive whatsoever throughout the whole playthrough. Just like your love life. Now, when you start this game, I really recommend you play the tutorial because you'll get the gist of the game, but also the all-around story, well, what they show you, that is. And really, trust me, do it. In the tutorial, you play as a doctor who is pretty much insane because the time he spent in these woods made him depraved. And you will basically go out to find fuel for the generator because in these woods, there's something dark lurking in the night. Very dangerous things. And no, it's not a cougar in your nearest location who is lonely. Do not believe what the internet says. Now, you find an axe, and before you continue on, you go and make sure your dog goes to Jesus and partake in the very Canadian tradition of clubbing animals to death, and then go on path. And once you're going through the dark woods and find the person who is growing out of a tree, or into a tree, I don't know really, and I'm too afraid to ask what the fuck is happening here, you'll find the real main character of this game who is somehow able to get in the woods, which is kind of weird because it's mentioned by the doctor that nobody can get in or out of these woods, and somehow the fucker got in. Now, also, this doesn't finish the tutorial. You will learn also the basics like crafting and lockpicking. And also just looting that you the reason why you're alive is basically fueling the generators and using light. You'll have some freaky horror moments like, for instance, this little radio. God damn, it shows my age because I still have this radio. And it will turn into somewhat of a person that is a living radio who has dials from his eyes and is telling you the code to the door. And you will find out that the person behind that door wasn't a prisoner of his, but him himself, waiting for you to come out, and you're beating his ass with a fucking door leg. But just when you thought you beat the boss, turns out he's not the bad guy here. All the lights go out, and something out of the dark comes, kaputs you, and rips you a fucking new one. Only for you to actually not die and be saved by a masked man. Now, congratulations. You're in the game now. The game really starts. And you will awake in your first base. No, it's not kissing your girlfriend. It's a base. Now, you will find out you can loot some stuff, you'll take some shit, you get some materials you need to make bandages, lockpicks, and whatever the fuck. You will also find a book, which is in Polish, further confirming that you're in Poland. Probably worst Poland, because this shit really is a hellhole. Now, also, you'll find a stove. And you'll learn that this stove cooks some basic bitch weed so potent that it, one, will make you high and give you a fucking, I don't know, Zavarudo moment where time basically stopped. Like, literally stopped. Also, you'll find out it cooks like a protective smoke around you to protect you from the very nasty things in the dark that will make your arse into their little plaything. Also, you'll use it for the most common thing that you do in America. Self-medicate. Yeah, you see, these pulsing, veiny, thick mushrooms. Yes, I'm making a penis joke. What of it? They give you kind of supernatural powers, but it's not by eating them. You actually, like, cook them and turn them into basic bitch, well, drugs, so to say, and inject them straight into your veins. And they give you some basic upgrades, supernatural upgrades, like making you heal when you're near a light. But here's the thing. Like every other drug in this fucking planet, there's something called bad side effects. Because it's the symptom of fuck around and find out. And drugs are one of the ultimate fuck arounds and find out things in this universe. And this game is no exception. But here's the thing though. You still need it because you're literally in the woodland hell. And honestly, this game kinda gives you the moral of the story is, to really survive hell, you need to fuck yourself up a little bit. In here, you will also find a workshop to make your equipment, because yes, you quite literally get nothing. This game really emphasizes on you being clever, manage resources, stealth, make weapons, actually navigate. This game won't hold your hand, and it's literally telling you at the start of this game. You have to make your own tools, traps, barricades to survive. And here's the thing. They will break. A lot. You have to find also resources to repair that shit. Sometimes you cannot repair anything. There's also guns in this game, but they're rare. You have to make them yourself by collecting parts. And for parts, you rarely find them. You have to buy them from traders. And you have like one shotguns when you shoot them, and that's it. They're useless afterwards, so have them in your back pocket just in case. Also, the matter of the fact that there's no map. Your map is just a piece of paper with a hand-drawn legend. So if you have bad orientation, like you get easily lost on your way to home, you're fucked. Now, like I said, this game really, really makes you grow brain cells, which I know, my fellow VTuber watching this, I know, my fellow degenerate, this is pure heresy for you. But sadly, that's the case. Oh, but also, your greatest enemy are not the monsters. It's time. You see, you have a time limit of daylight. You do not want to be at night. Those said little ghosts or beings in the dark, they will kill you. They will straight up turn you into their little toy. No, my masochists, not like that. And the only way for you to learn when nightfall comes is either get a watch, which is hard to find, you have to buy it, but also watch the sun. But here's the little kicker. If you're in a forest, like a deeply wooded area, or inside a building that has a roof, you won't see that shit. So it's very easy to lose track of time, and it will punish your sorry ass more than your uncle did. And you will learn by now, this is very trial and error based. Like, when I started playing this game literally debated me. Like, I thought it was way too easy. Then I lost track of time, which happens a lot. And then I learned the hard lesson of life, where not everything is easy as it seems, boy. So, after a while, you get a little bit experience by dying most of the damn time. You also start to get material you need, the fuel you need to fuel your woodcutter to make planks, and also generators to prevent you from dying into the dark. And that doesn't even help as well, because sometimes these bastards, like these dogs and these fucking cultists, these mangy nutters, I don't know who the fuck I'm gonna call, they will just jump through your fucking window. So you have to barricade this shit. But here's also a kicker. You won't be able to see what the fuck is going on outside, and sometimes there's a reward for that, like getting mushrooms. You have to risk to get a reward. Now, to further help you along your path, you have two traders who are kind of integral to beating the game. One is quite literally a furry. Yes, he's called Wolfman, and he's basically the guy who thinks he is a dom, but in reality, he's just fucking cringe. And the other guy is called, who I will call Mittens, because he has cute mitten gloves. He saved your ass before, but please ignore the giant fucking fungus that's growing around him for some damn reason. Now, they trade invaluable shit like mushrooms, other essence materials that you can get, weapons, weapon material, and stuff like that. And here's the kicker. The currency is not actual cash or coins or whatever. It's street cred. Yes, you need the streets to respect you, my dog, my G, my homie. You need to be the big smoke of the Polish wilderness to buy shit from them. But no, seriously, it's literally reputation. How much they like you. And how they like you is you sell them shit. Or not sell them. Just give them shit. And you'll find other stuff that has more value than others. So if you like, for instance, find an exploding barrel, grab it and sell it, because honestly, it's not worth it. So apart from you being the king of the hood, or better yet, the wood, it is important you find mushrooms to self-medicate in order to survive this fucking hellhole, like I said multiple times. Now, how do you find them? Well, it's basically easy. You just listen to them. The shrooms are big, veiny, and just pulsing with excitement. Again, I am making a penis joke. What am I? A neurotypical? And not, but please do not pick the white ones. White ones are bad. White ones are toxic. White ones will give you a slow death. Now, what media literacy does that mean? Fuck if I know. When you find these mushrooms, you cook them and extract essence to upgrade yourself. Now, you don't just get mushrooms from these things. By the way, if I haven't mentioned before, you find them in a giant pile that is pulsing. Just listen to like a heartbeat. You can also get essence from the meat of this flesh tussie there, who is really making me contemplate my sexuality. I better call my ex. Or from this harpy that comes to your base at least from the third day to exercise her right of bodily autonomy and just abort a fetus right in front of you, which you can extract essence out of. Now, each of them gives a different amount of essence. The trick is that not all of these things stay. You see, they degrade over time and fast. So use them, like the mushrooms or the meat of this flesh tussie, for instance. Now, the fetus and red eggs, for instance, do not degrade over time. So, my best advice is you keep them, because you will eventually move to different locations into different bases. Now, each bases have upgraded furnaces, and they'll extract more essence over time. So, that's better to fucking hoard. The trick is you gotta survive till then. And traversing through these fucking plains, yeah, it's not easy. Now, at the end of my videos, I always give the review of the game itself, like the graphics, the audio, and the story. So basically, I'll do this like I do before. So let's get on to that. And trust me, it's gonna be very quick. The story is a mystery. Literally, you're an amnesiac. You don't know what the fuck happened. You had a key, but that doctor yoinked that key, but now that key is gone. Like, you have to find it. And the key is integral to the plot. It leads you to a door where the flesh tussie is. And with my glorious deduction, I found out that this is your ticket out of this fucking hellhole. But there's something behind that door, which makes me doubt that you will survive in the end. Because here's the thing, I never finished this game. I genuinely did not finish this game. I don't know what the end is. And I make sure to make you spoiler free for that. Now, the graphics are honestly, frankly, okay for this game. It's basically very bird's eye view. You'll see only from the top. You won't see how anybody looks and shit like that. But it's very intriguing. It has a very nice 2D feel of it. The color palette is very pale, very bleak. It emphasizes the fact that you're somewhere in a dark and unnatural area. The sound is also very well done. Hell, sound is very important to the game because it's a factor of danger. You see, it's the first thing it indicates you that the danger is nearby. You will find a cultist mumbling, a dog barking, and shit like that. The plot is a very well written one, in my opinion, because everything is vague and just adds in more to the horror element, where you kind of have to deduce by yourself with the hints you're shown, like for instance, what Mittens and Wolfman tell you, because you will learn a lot of shit from them. All in all, this is a very low-key, good horror game. And I highly recommend it in this fine and spooky month that we are in now. Now, at the time of recording this, Darkwood is basically a little below 15 euros or for 15 bucks. And it regularly goes on sale. So you'll probably find it for cheap. And honestly, it's a very good, like, 15 bucks to spend. Like, you have a lot of content in it and you will enjoy it. Like, this game really emphasized that, no, we are not gonna hold your hand. Figure out your shit, dumbass. And I'd pretty much give it a solid, like, 6 or 7 out of 10, honestly. So, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.